What's the best way to answer to a spam call? Actual advice here. Take the call but don't say anything. Leave them hanging in silence. After some tries they won't call you back and don't sell your number any further. Worked wonders for me. Jim's whorehouse. You got the dough. We got the hoe. Last one I simply answered with bonjour and they hung up immediately. I'm a guy. If it's a man on the other line I flirt with them. Try to get a date. They hang up. Well, now, wait a minute. Is that good or bad? Yes, I got them off the phone, but I didn't get the date. Sometimes I'll just play along, and then when they ask for my credit card info I'll put the phone down for like 10 minutes. If they stay on the line, I'll pick it back up and then give them the wrong credit card number. Do it over and over again, and then pretend to get mad at them for making it too difficult. I like to say what after every sentence until they give up. I have to say one word, they have to repeat the same fucking sentence over and over. Guess who's going to win this war of attrition? Hey, I have to do something real quick. I'll let you listen to some music and I'll be back to you shortly, then I rickroll them. This is the best hands down. In the most cheerful voice possible. City Morgue, you stab M we bag M. How may I help you? Usually try to fuck with them to waste as much time as possible. I usually like to get them going, get them asking for my credit card number and I tell them I'll be right back to go grab my wallet. I'll put the phone down and start role playing. Like pretending I'm screaming at my wife to ask where my wallet is. I'll usually do it for 2 minutes then say honey I just really need my wallet cause this nice scammer on my phone needs to steal my information. Usually ends up with them saying fucking you and hanging up. I also like answering like I'm a sex phone operator. Every time they need a number I would just say 69 lol. One time I got spammed. They gave me a real number. So when they found out I was fucking with them, they hung up and I was able to call back. I yelled at this lady that I demand to speak to her manager because his customer service skills were greatly lacking. Another time, I got a scam call saying I needed to put all my money into Target cards so they can set me up a new bank account. I told them, sure but my nearest Target is 45 minutes away. Told them I would keep them on speakerphone while I drive. I just put the phone in the corner of my workbench and just kept working. Every 10 minutes or so I would say something to make sure they were still on. I had them on the phone for close to 90 minutes. The payoff of telling them I was just fucking with them was priceless. I also just like the ol quick does this scam really work? They act all confused but get pissed off after like 10 seconds. Home of the Whopper. What's your beef? Thank you for calling Good Burger. Home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Trojan condoms. We'll come before you do. Is this for pickup or delivery? Thank you for calling your local Scientology volunteer service. You're hired. I normally answer just to say, the person you're calling is occupied please wait, and then I start playing music and leave them there forever. I typically say I just have this one hang up with whatever product. Typically you'll get a response like what hang up, and that's when I hang up. Interestingly most spam calls are just recorded audio. So I fight fire with fire and let my phone's assistant answer. Usually they hang up in a few seconds. I think the robots realize they are talking to each other and hang up. Play along but pretend to be a total idiot. Huh. Laptop on. Do I need to plug it in first? This is probably the most fun I've had messing with them. I've had them read off a website they want to type. Sometimes they spell it one letter at a time, phonetically. A for apple, D for dog. Toward the end, I'll ask him if umbrella is spelled with 1 or 2 L's. I'll also type the URL he reads me into the Google search box. Okay, now what do you see? Well, it's the search results for what you told me to type in. Which one do you want me to click? Search results? No. Back up. Let's see. The first one says fastsupport.com is a website often used by scammers to gain control of your computer. Back up. Back up. Homicide. Michael speaking. Hold on a second. Lewis. Put a sheet on that body. Okay, what do you want? If you have time to waste their time. Pretend to comply but make up random errors for them to troubleshoot. Provide slightly different information every time they ask for it. Make them repeat whatever they say as often as possible. Tell them to hang on 1 second and leave them on the line for as long as you wish. This only applies for human beings BTW. If you prove to be difficult enough, they may blacklist you. Tell them you'll buy whatever they're selling if they have phone sex with you first. Most will hang up. If you end up having phone sex, then they've earned the sale. Give me your name and number so I can call you back. I'm taking a shit. I tell them I don't have a credit card, but can mail them cash. That gets them interested so I can waste a lot of their time. I even had a guy give me apparently his home address in West Park, Florida, just north of Miami. I contacted the local police there, and they said they were already looking into him. Thanks for calling the International Sperm Bank, where you squeeze it and we freeze it. I like pretending I'm old and they fucking love it. Cause they prey on the elderly so it's easy to get them to go along with it. Then just string them along with fake things and every so often yell, "Oh no, I've shit my pants." It's the small things, yeah, no. What is my perfect crime? I break into Tiffany's at midnight. Do I go for the vault? No, I go for the chandelier. It's priceless. As I'm taking it down, a woman catches me. She tells me to stop. It's her father's business. She's Tiffany. I say no. We make love all night. In the morning, the cops come and I escape in one of their uniforms. I tell her to meet me in Mexico, but I go to Canada. I don't trust her. Besides, I like the cold. 30 years later, I get a postcard. I have a son and he's the chief of police. This is where the story gets interesting. I tell Tiffany to meet me in Paris by the Trocadero. She's been waiting for me all these years. She's never taken another lover. I don't care. I don't show up. I go to Berlin. That's where I stashed the chandelier. A classic. You mortal fool. You dare summon me when I am most powerful. You must have a death wish and I assure you it will be granted. But in the softest voice you can muster. Pretend to be Consuela from Family Guy. No. Spam them back. Sell them something ridiculous until the point when they give you their credit card number, but stop and shame them for what they do. Yo, did you hide the body? Hello, you've reached the house of unrecognized talent. Please start after the fake a panic attack or say something like, "I know you are the government spies." Say you are a minor and they will take your number off the list super fast. Forward them to a scamming call center. Just whisper, "It's done." House of the Lord, Jesus speaking. Thank you for calling Domino's. How can I take your order? Hi, I am a prince who needs money to get out of jail. I just say in a very robotic voice, "Hello, you have reached the customer service line for Johnson's assassinations. For a gunning, press 1. For kidnapping, press 2. For a thermonuclear strike on the target's hometown, press 3. They waste my time, I waste theirs. I was raised extremely religious, so even though I'm atheist, I could spout the rhetoric in my sleep. I just go full-blown cult recruitment on them. I've convinced most of them to get baptized if I agree to purchase whatever they're selling. If you have small children, give them the phone. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more daily Reddit videos.